Okay. Got a friend here. How you doing today, Mr. Traveler?
How are you, Emmy? How goes it?
It goes. I couldn't get the other person to join. I sent them a link. Maybe
Okay.
they'll pop in, but we'll see.
As always, the more the merrier.
Yeah. So first things first. Um, this channel is geared towards poll questions, topic scenarios. Um, I want to steer away from racial or queer topics, and I want everyone to be respectful. If you join, if it's a topic that you don't want to discuss, either say no comment or be silent, or just be respectful. There's no need to be offensive. We're all adults. Um, if you answer a question, be respectful about it. Okay. So, once again, thank you, Mr. Traveler, for
Oh
joining
yeah, no
me.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
And then my first question is, which isn't a real scenario situation, it's just a general question. Have you ever heard yourself talk?
Interesting. Can you give a little more description?
Well, I looked at a past live.
Okay.
I listened to my voice, and I'm like, oh my God, without giving away my race, I just sound really ethnic.
Oh wow,
I'm like,
that's different.
oh gosh, I sound like this.
Um, I think you got a nice voice. So
Appreciate it.
wow, that's okay. Note to self.
Well, if I put this up and
hmm
you hear yourself talking, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I understand it. I get that.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna let you have the floor. If there's anything you want to say or
sure.
pose a question, go ahead.
I mean, I got a few things on my plate. You included. Is anyone ready for GTA 6?
I,
I mean, with me being an avid gamer, um, we're still on GTA 5 right now. It's kind of burned out. It's kind of old. There's really nothing new going on. I'm just hoping this is going to be a whole something that's just going to shock everybody with the graphics, the story content. None of these bugs that we're having to face, online right now. I mean, like for instance, um, I am catching hell playing GTA 5 live on my PS4, but I don't get those same bugs and issues when I play live on my PS5. It's just getting kind of old, and I wonder if anybody else is going through, some crap like this. But
mm,
yeah. So I'm ready for something new, something different as far as the what's going on in the GTA universe. So I'm pretty sure a lot of us, myself included, got our fingers crossed that this is going to be everything that we wanted and needed to be.
how long has GTA 5 been out? 20 years?
If I'm not, what are you talking about, like as a whole,
No, just
or
5.
just five? I'm sorry. If I'm not mistaken, since 2013.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Almost 10 years. No, wait.
yeah. So
Over 10 years. Sorry, over 10
yes.
years.
Yeah. So we kind of want something a little different right now. Um, I mean, it's still a fun game. I play it all the time, but we just want something different in the GTA universe.
Oh, I
So
get that. I see that all the time. like online when I'm, just surfing the web. I see people, commenting on it.
Yeah. Again, it's a fun game. It's a great game. It's the second best-selling game, worldwide.
What's the
You
first?
know, Minecraft. Believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I said. Minecraft, really? But you know, um, I guess we'll see. In fall, winter, whatever. In 2026, I guess that's when we'll find out. So fingers
I
crossed.
want to see GTA mixed with Sims. I see that a lot.
That would be cool.
Now, if they
Um,
did a collab, oh my gosh! Now, I think it would be a number one game if they did that.
yeah, that would be cool. It really would be. I would buy that. I would play it.
I mean, because even on like Sims, not just Sims, but I know other games like you have options to turn on or turn off certain features. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to go online or stay offline, or if you want to do this or do that, you have the options. So you don't have to do everything that's on the game. But if you want, you could do do everything that's made available. You know what I mean? I think that'd be really cool. I see other people commenting about that. Saying they want to see a combination of those two games.
Yeah, me included. I think that would be a great combination of the two worlds. You know, um, sounds like that would be a lot of fun.
And well, I
Hopefully,
think
somebody.
people would stay in the game, stay on it. I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, like a lot of us do. There's been times I'm guilty of this. I know a lot of my friends have done this. I mean, we've been on GTA, been online doing missions, having fun with each other for like 5 to 6 hours. On a day off. So if you're talking about bringing those two worlds together, um, Sims and kind of like a GTA mix, yeah, that would be just damn. I'll leave it at that.
I guess that'll be about maybe 10 years. That'd be good.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff new that's coming out it just hasn't worked out. So um I can't think of what it's called right now, but there was a game that had come out um a couple months ago and it was horrifically bad.
And
Let's see. Let's see, Emmy. I'm trying to find what the heck this was. Maybe I'll be able to find it while I'm talking to you, while we're live. But yeah, this game was horrifically bad. I'm surprised you hadn't heard about it. I had even thought about buying it myself until I went and looked at some content on YouTube to see how bad it was. It's full of glitches, full of bugs. And what bothers me is that these developers don't take the time to work out all the bugs before you release the game.
oh,
Are you that money hungry, for a quick cash grab that you would just put something out there that represent your company, and it's not ready? I guess it's for me. It's
I
why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I hate that because I know it has something to do with like deadlines and stuff, but my thing is I'm with you because it's really I find annoying. It's really annoying because I'd rather you wait and have everything kind of polished before
Yeah,
you bring it out. Like, I mean, I guess they're like, well, we done told the world that we'd have it out at this time and it's not ready yet. So we're going to have to put it out there because we done told everybody we're going to put it out. It's like, look, if it's not ready, just let the world know, hey, we're sorry, it's not ready. Give us some more time. We don't want to put this out there and there'd be a bunch of bugs and glitches because that's what's
exactly.
happening. That's what's happening with Sims 4 right now. They had a expansion pack just released, and it every time they have one release, there's always some kind of glitch or bug in the game. Like it messes up your game. Like I know
Yeah,
one of them that came out caused all the Sims to be really mean. I think this recent one caused all the Sims to become pregnant. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
wild.
saying, it's like my thing is not only that, there's already still glitches in the game. And it's like, how about we fix the present glitches before we add to the game?
I totally agree. Why be that money hungry, so in a hurry for a quick cash grab, and you know the game is going to be talked into the ground about how bad it is with the glitches, and it's just not being ready overall. I'd say just postpone it. As you said, make an announcement, let the world know that, hey, we were supposed to come out in December, but it looked like it may be May or April. I would rather wait and play a good, decent game with no glitches, no bugs, no mess ups. Can't be that hard.
I guess they're thinking about, oh, everybody's going to be hyped for the game. They're going to be giving us lots of money. They're thinking about the money. That's what I believe. Like I feel like it's all about the money. It's money over quality. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. But I agree with you. Just I would rather you just postpone it, and man, get it fixed, and then just put it out there afterwards. But what do we know? So, um, have you had the chance to catch up on any good anime lately?
Only one I've seen lately was the second Castlevania. I think that's the. I'm trying to think if I looked at any more after that. I want to say that's the only one I looked at recently because I'm
Hey,
still
can you
into
hear
my.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I had a without giving away too much info. Yeah, there's a problem I got going on with a situation next door, and it called, so
Oh,
I couldn't hear you for a moment.
you said it.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Wow, it called.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
clean.
gosh.
That's the clean version. So
Oh my gosh, you got a clown next door? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah, got a real clowny situation, next door that can't take a hint about live your best life, and good luck to you. I don't want to I'll be a part of your world. So
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
pretty sure
Oh
all of us in one way or another are going through that.
yeah, that
Um,
is so true.
have you heard of Vox Machina by any chance?
Uh,
I
So
kind of hesitate to call it an anime. It's more along the cartoon universe. Um, it's been out for about 2 or 3 years, and I just wanted to know out of curiosity, have you had a chance to check that out or have heard of it? I'm kind of like checking it out right now,
I'm
and
about to
it,
look
it,
at it
it
now.
yeah, it's okay. I would give it. I'm into a couple episodes into the second season, so right now I would probably give it a 2.5, maybe 3 out of 5. It's okay.
And it's
It's nothing
called
groundbreaking. Yeah, Vox Machina.
okay. I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, as I said, it's been out for 2 or 3 years. It's not bad. It's not exceptionally great, but
Damn. I mean,
it's okay. It's watchable. It's pretty
watchable.
good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's more good than it is bad. If that makes sense.
That's not you're not really selling it. I'm not sold.
Yeah, yeah, I know because you
Mm.
know how I feel about sharing things about anime and movies I run across, and don't want to give away any spoilers. Um, it's pretty good. I'll put it that way. As I said, I would give it 2.5 to three stars out of 5.
Oh,
You
two
know,
and a
so
half to three. Oh man.
yeah, because it's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. You know, there's some cringy stuff in there. Again, don't want to give away any spoilers.
Cringe.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some cringy stuff in there that people might not be used to seeing or have seen it before. I'm like, oh, this is in this. You know, content that they may not particularly care about. Again, no spoilers this way. So I would just, like I said, I was just throwing that out there. Wanted to know if you had maybe heard about it or got a chance to see it and what your opinion was.
What's the premise
So
of it?
heroes that are a band of I think 5 or 6 in this group, and they're a bunch of misfits, and they get into one harrowing adventure after another. A lot of the times, the outcome is not great or good, but they manage to survive, you know, and live to fight another day. Um, Again, it's nothing that we haven't seen before for a cartoon or anime or something like that, but it's kind of jokey with some seriousness in it. Um, Kind of like of how a lot of stuff is today. Um, just seems to be one mishap and one misadventure after another.
Okay.
But it's yeah, it's okay though. That's pretty much all I can really say about it though, without, as I say, giving away any spoilers to you included to anyone that might want to see this. Um, I kind of was sharing something, you know, with a few people. I kind of wanted to share with you as well, which is it's kind of far fetched, so just work with me. But you're out in your backyard. It's at night. You're out there taking out the trash and looking up at the stars. You happen to look back down before you go in, and there's an alien in your backyard. It tells you to not be afraid. You know, it won't harm you. You calm yourself down if you can calm yourself down by seeing an alien for the first time in your life. And it tells you that it wants to give you a superpower, whether that be flying, invisibility, being able to read someone's mind. Let's just go with those three. Which one would you choose? Or let's say
Oh,
strength as well. Let's put four in there, strength as well.
oh
Which one
wait,
do you think you
wait.
would choose?
You said strength,
Hmm.
invisibility, reading
Yes.
minds, and what's the other one?
And let's see.
What about
Let's just go.
telekinesis?
Yeah, read minds. Yeah. So which one do you think you choose?
Mm, mm.
Yeah, I know.
Ah, I'm trying to think. That's a hard one.
Yeah, because all of those could be really beneficial, you know, to you in one way or another. Any of those, I should say.
I mean, I'm kind of like I don't want to read minds because if I know of a negative thought that's going through your head, I'm gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to hear no. I don't want to like read your mind and I'm looking at you. I'm reading your mind and you're thinking of something negative about me. I'm gonna like feel some type of way, and I'm not gonna be able to hide that. I'm gonna speak on it. So definitely don't want that. Um, Strength. Mm, I would like to be strong, but
Hmm.
visibility. Only thing I can think about as far as invisibility is the only. Well, no, because you get to like snoop on people. You know how you always like, I wish I could be a fly on that wall. Well, you
Yes,
could be that fly on that wall if you're invisible. You could be on drama. Uh, Hear people talk about important things. If you want,
that's yeah,
you could probably even
yep.
commit a crime like rob a bank. uh, because who's gonna if they don't see you, like what can they do? Um, and then the telekinesis. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward telekinesis, because I don't know. Let's just think about the being able to lift things up without touching them. I don't know.
Okay.
I just kind of feel like that'd be more of a benefit. I don't know. Like, could you imagine like let's say you want to move stuff around in your house. You could just pick it up with your hand. Like I mean like with like be like Matilda. You know what I'm saying? Just pick stuff up and move it around without actually touching it. And
Yeah,
just point to it and move it.
that would be great if you were moving also.
Yeah.
You know, man, just lift up heavy dressers, beds, mattresses, man, and just telekinesis the shit out of that and put it in, your in the moving van.
Or if I get mad at somebody, and I'm getting in a fight with them, you know what I mean? I can pick them up and throw them somewhere, you know what I mean? And if I don't let them know
Yeah.
about that, look,
y-
and they won't know what happened. I mean,
and if you could combine the two powers, invisibility would be great because when the police come looking for you for assault, you're invisible.
or I can take an object and sling it at that person without touching it. You know what I'm saying? Or touching
Oh
them.
yeah. Yeah, they would have the burden to prove that. Absolutely.
Oh,
Um,
I think
I
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward telekinesis. What about you?
for me, it would definitely be the power to fly.
Oh, fly. Why
Um,
fly?
yeah, I because I could see me flying over to North Korea. And be like, how did you get in here? I've got guards everywhere along the border. And just give them a crazy look and just take off. You
Uh,
know.
they just shoot you out the sky, right?
Well, yeah, you got to lock on to me and catch me first. So there's that.
Oh
But
gosh.
but but for me, in a little more seriousness though, that to be able to fly somewhere to where you may not be able to have the money to travel to, and just spend some time there in a beautiful country, a beautiful place, like Alaska or just anywhere, and then come back
Oh,
home.
like
Come back home.
teleportation. So okay, so
Well,
that's like teleportation. So like how Goku can put his fingers on his
yeah,
forehead and oh, go ahead.
but I per my scenario, this is like actually being able to fly. Like your feet leave the ground and you travel through the skies. So
But what about
I
teleportation? What about that being a power?
uh I guess you would have to see what the aliens got in this little black bag. So, but um, yeah, that would be great also. But if I can only choose for one, and you only gave me like maybe 3 to 4 options for me, it would be flying.
Wait,
I
wait,
really
wait.
think it would be
I'm
flying.
gonna have to complicate this question a bit. So we got strength, we got flying, invisibility, telekinesis, reading
Hmm.
minds, teleportation. But let me also add going back in time,
That
traveling.
would be tricky and dangerous for me anyway, because they say per these sci-fi shows and movies, going back in time, trying to right or wrong, and you end up complicating matters in the future. I guess when you come back. So I would have a healthy fear of something like that,
I get that.
fixing a wrong that I particularly had done, thinking that now things are smooth, it's going to be better in the future, and you get back to the present day and find out that you have messed up a whole world of things.
Yeah, I get that. I guess for
Yeah,
me, I want to go back in time just to see what my, predecessors look like, like my great grandma, great grandma, and stuff like that. See, I want to know what my mom looked like when she was little. I mean, I got pictures, but I'm talking about actually see her
yeah.
like when she was little. See their household. See my mom and her and my grandparents, like in or a grandmother in the household, and see like how it looked. Like I always hear
I can see
stories.
that.
I always hear stories, but it's like, wow. I always think, I wonder what that looked like. I want to know what it was like for mom to be with her grandmother, because she always tells me stories, and this is like, wow, I'd just love to see that, and just to see
Hmm.
it. So not necessarily interfere with anything. Like I don't want to interfere with anything. I just want to see it. Not only that, just see how it looked back in the day. I mean, we got movies, but it's nothing like actually being in it. Just seeing how things look, because you know it look different than it does now.
Yeah, clothes, cars, I mean, clothing, the
Music.
way people kept up their appearances. Yeah, all of that
Mhm.
furniture. I mean, yeah. So I get that. I get
Yeah.
that.
I still wouldn't. I don't know. Would I choose? I don't know. I still kind of am leaning toward the telekinesis though.
Okay. Do you happen to believe in aliens?
I actually thought of. I ain't think long and hard, but a thought did come across my mind about him. I was trying to figure out like, are we really the only ones out there? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
like
yeah.
that.
I
I
mean,
kind of wonder about that. I feel like either one's possible. I feel like maybe we're the only ones, and then there's also a possibility that we're not the. I think either one's possible. I can't say for sure because I don't know, but I just think it'd be weird if we're actually the only ones out there. You know what I mean? And this, just in a grand scheme, like just like this, the only planet there is. You know what I mean? Or like with
yeah,
life,
that's
only planet with life. I mean, like I wonder. I mean, not that I want aliens to come and do anything, but if there
yeah,
were,
we're not yeah, because we're
'cause
not ready.
no, we're not, because if there were aliens, it wouldn't be friendly. You know what I'm saying? They would try to. I think it would be like fighting. You know what I mean? Like how we do now on Earth. Like all the countries are fighting with each other. So you think about another planet, it'll be like Mars attacks. Okay, but they'll be trying to, just trying to take us over or get rid of us and just take over the planet.
I think about things like that. I think about mass suicides, for people just the shock and awe of there being other life and now it's here on Earth. I think a lot of people just wouldn't be able to handle that.
Oh no, they wouldn't.
Um,
Because think about it, we're not. We there's so much without getting in, death. Like look at all the races on this earth. You know what I mean? Like we can't even get along. With all the races. So how are we going to get along with another species?
exactly. I wonder this as well. Before I turn the page, that would all the nationalities, different countries, providences, just around the world come together. You know, would this be what we need to finally put an end to war or wars? All the conflict, all the petty stuff that we go to war about and fight about, and just the different politics of just pretty much everything and anything. Would that all be cast aside? Will we finally come together as a world nation? To embrace what just happened to us as human beings because now aliens are here? I don't know. It
Mm,
kind of makes me wonder.
yeah, that's a good question. Like it's very good. It's hard to say. It is hard to say. I guess because when you think about when there's a new threat or an actual threat, people tend to band together. They're kind of like like in movies, you see people getting with their enemies to beat a bigger threat. Banding
Hmm.
together with someone that was once their enemy, be like, hey, we need to get together so we can like kind of beat this thing right here, and then afterwards, then we can go back to hating each other.
Wow, wouldn't that be something?
I
Wow.
could definitely see
Yeah.
that happen. Like if it was a situation where we could eliminate the threat, I think we would go back to how it was because that's just how people are. I've learned that people, as a whole, are always going to they're always going to try to find some way to discriminate. Because I
Yeah.
noticed that if it's not racist or okay, I'll put it this way: if you're the same, if you're the same race, well, think about if you're different race, you can fight over that. But then let's say you're the same race, then you're fighting over um okay classes. Like are you high class, middle class, or low class? You got that. And then it goes to okay, what if you're both high class? Then it's like okay, um, how do you look? Are you fit or are you kind of overweight? So you got weight. People will, they'll discriminate against weight. Then okay, let's say you're both the same race, you're both the same class. Let's say you're both the same fit. Then it'll be let me see, age. Are you old, older, or younger? Okay, let's say you're both the same age. Then it'll be okay. Well, we're both the same race. We're both the same class. We're both the same size. We're both around the same age. Then it'll be okay. What's your religion? Then okay. Well, what if
Mm,
we got all that in common? Okay. What's your background look like? And then when we have that in common. Oh, what sex are you? Are you a woman or a man? And if you got that in common, like I don't know, it just seems like people are always will find a way to discriminate against the next person. Like
yeah,
it's always going to be something. So I mean, it's just really hard to like. We're never going to ever in life, even the generations after us, we're never going to get in a position where everyone's just happy, hunky. I mean, like everyone's just getting along and just tolerate everyone because you got people that feel how they feel. So as far as that
yeah.
alien question, I feel like if it was a problem that we could actually eradicate or fix, we would come together and then after that we'll go back to normal.
Well, let me share a thought with you um, on a different topic. So, out of curiosity, I was trying to get into this show. It came out a few years ago called La Brea. Hence La Brea Tar Pits that are in, I think, LA. Um, so, this particular show is about people, more so this family, who fall down a giant sinkhole that opened up in the middle of the city. And they end up through like a time portal through this hole in the ground, this sinkhole, and they end up in like the age of dinosaurs. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know. And but what I wanted to ask you was this. So there's a character in this show that when he was living in present day, that he found out he had cancer. It's supposed to be incurable. He broke up with his wife, because of stress and strain of their, I guess, his illness and other particulars in their relationship. So per the show, he meets a tribal woman, people that already have been there. I don't know how they got there. He doesn't go into any great detail, but they're already there. They know English. They kind of know of present day some way or another, which was weird. But anyhow, this particular character gets a chance per the end of the series to go back home with everybody else that have fallen into this sinkhole, time trap, time warp, if you will. Everyone gets a chance to go back home. Everyone. Okay. But he chooses to stay. And the time of dinosaurs, where obviously there's no electricity, there's no water, you can't bathe. You got to worry about insects that are bigger than your car. Dinosaurs, pterodactyls, anything, man, that can just pretty much take you out in like 30 seconds. He chooses to stay because the tribal woman that he met, he falls in love with. Now, if that were you and you met the head of a clan, tribes, people, what have you, and you get an opportunity to go home, but it's like, nah, I know I'm going to end up dying from cancer. There's no treatment that I could get here. So, but I think I'm going to stay here and be with this this woman I met.
Give me
Do you think
one
you could do
second,
that?
Mr. Give me 1 second, Mr. Traveler. Hello, have fun with 8 inches. I'm guessing that's what that's supposed to mean. How are you?
Hey, 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 what's good? You know?
Okay, so we got
Oh
some
man,
rules now. So
some rules,
we're not.
man. Now
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
we
I
got
don't follow the
rules.
rules.
I know
I
you
don't
don't,
follow the
but
rules.
No, we're not gonna use real
Hey,
names,
you know what rules are meant for?
not to be broken. So listen,
Exactly. Hey, they meant to be
no,
broken.
no real names. Okay, got nicknames. Not only that,
Oh, you
it's
don't like
about
my nickname?
no. You're fine. You can use that. I'm just saying, just don't use your real
Hey,
name. Then we call you 8 inches. That's what I guess that's what you want to be
hey,
called.
hey,
But
hey, hey.
but
Call me 8 inches.
8 inches. All right, 8 inch. So we ask questions. Glad you joined. 'Cause there was a question I wanted to ask you both. Um, so basically, we're all adults. If it's a question you don't want to answer, just say no comment. Or if you do answer a question, just be respectful. Don't be offensive. Okay. I
I'll
want
try
and
not to.
also I want to thank you for joining with us. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, Mr. 8 inch. Now we're gonna go ahead and go back to Mr. Traveler over here, and I'm gonna answer his question. He asked about like if we fell into a sinkhole and we had cancer and we was like in oh no, he left us. He left us. He left us.
Hey, what?
Is that Mr. 8 inch? Is that breathing? Like what are you doing?
Oh, I'm driving.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
Oh,
we
let
gonna
me put my
add.
windows up.
Okay, gotcha. I'm sitting here. I'm like, what is all that? Welcome back, Mr. Traveler. Okay,
Yeah,
so to
technical
answer your,
difficulties.
I
Uh-oh.
see. So to answer your
Uh-oh.
question, I don't know. You said dinosaurs, man. That kind of like I don't know. I don't
Man,
think I
I
want
need
to
to go
be.
play Ark.
I
Y'all
know.
talk
See, that's
about
what
dinosaurs
I
and
know, right? But that question, I probably want to go back home because I even if I do find love with a tribesman or whatever. You're talking about you got dinosaurs roaming around. I don't want to worry about that. So
Yeah,
no,
you got
What? You
no
don't want
running
to tame me a
water.
T-Rex?
no running water, no toilets, no
Yeah, I
showers.
mean,
Nah,
You gotta
I'm
make
going
your
home.
own. Hey, it's
Nah,
called going to the tree.
nah,
Watch
I'm
out
gonna
for
go
them
back
raptors.
home. So 8 inch. So would you stay? So would you stay back in time if you found a woman of your dreams?
Fuck yeah.
Would you? Okay, so you would stay. So you would stay in time. Okay, so my
Hey, I
answer would
love
be
dinosaurs. Okay, dinosaurs still exist today. Okay, just in different forms. Okay, I have a dragonfly that I like to talk to every now and then, and yes, dragons do exist
okay.
because
So
my
I'm.
spiritual energy brings dragonflies to me.
Oh, okay. I'm going back home.
What?
What's your
Oh
answer,
my
traveler?
well, I mean, I know it was a TV show, for have fun that just joined us. This show that I was speaking on was called La Brea. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but part of the show,
God. Heard of it?
uh, you said, "Well, bruh."
Heard of it?
Oh, okay. So per the show, a bunch of people fall down in the middle of LA. They fall down into a sinkhole that transports them back in time, to the age of dinosaurs. But per the end of the show, they all find a way to come back home. But this particular guy, when he was living in modern day, he broke up with his wife. They were having problems. It didn't work out. He found out that he had cancer, and it just affected the practice that he had as a psychiatrist. But him being down here, falling into the hole and living the edge of dinosaurs, he meets a tribeswoman. And while everybody else is preparing to and goes back home to modern day, he chooses to stay. My thing is, even though it's a TV show, why didn't you convince her to go back home with you to live in modern day?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. And damn no, I would not stay.
I was about to say, I said, man, the way you talk about love, I said, yep, traveler would stay. He would stay.
No.
Hey, I just take it
I,
back to Ark. I'll build me a estate.
Oh, so you
I'll
going
start with thatch and then work with stone after a while. After I level up. You know what I mean?
ah. So while you're
yeah.
both here, I want to ask this question because I asked it at work, and then when I was talking to 8 inches the other day, he actually brought it up without me even asking. I'm like, this has got to be asked because I for some reason that's why
Oh
I
man,
like
I know you're
that's
not about to
why
bring up
yeah, I'm about to
my.
do it. And that is
Hey, messing up the
why
rules.
that what anyway, so that is why I like to do this. That's why I do this to begin with, these poll questions, because I like to know how people think. And I realized that by asking these questions, not being, as Traveler would say, braggadocious, but I really am different because of my answers are like different than everybody else's. Like everyone thinks differently than me. So the question is, um, well, as you guys know, I met my I recently met my brother for the first time.
Okay,
What?
okay, okay.
And the reason why I
I
met
saw
him
that.
and the reason why I met my brother was because now my brother lives out of town and
He owe you money.
no, no. So he lives out of town, but he came here because he has a brother here. So me and my brother share a dad. Him and his brother share a mother. So me and his brother are not related by blood. Repeat, we're not related by blood. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
So I asked people at work, not that I wanted to do this. You know, it was just a question. You know what I mean? Because I don't know who his brother is. Never met him. Don't know him. I asked, would I be wrong, or not just me, just anyone? Would someone be wrong if they date their sibling's sibling?
Oh man.
Everybody at work was like, "Oh no, that's wrong. That's weird. That's messed up. You're still family." Uh, no. For me, first off, like I said, it's not like I was raised with him. I don't know him. You know what I
Right.
mean? So he's not my family. I mean, my brother is,
Uh-huh.
but his brother's not my family.
Uh-huh.
So you know, I don't view it as, oh, well, that's my brother too, because it's his brother. When we weren't even raised together. So like,
Right. Right.
you know what I mean? So with me, I don't think for me, I don't think there's anything wrong with dating the sibling of a sibling. What do you all think? We're gonna start with Mr. Traveler. What's your answer?
Well, if we don't know each other, we weren't raised around and with one another. Um, I don't know. I don't think they would be awkward and weird. Um, might have to give it a trial run though.
All right, Mr.
See,
Aiden. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What now?
yeah, to see if it could work,
But you don't.
possibly.
But you don't think it's wrong.
Mm, do I think it's morally? Do I think it's wrong? Damn, that's a great question. Wow. I
Well,
guess it
hey,
depends on the individual. You know, if you think that's morally wrong,
well,
awkward,
that's the
weird.
purpose. That's the purpose of it. What do you think? I want to know what Mr. Traveler's.
Ah,
What do
man,
you think is wrong, Mr. Traveler?
hmm. I've been in a lot of crazy situations in my life. That would be a first. Uh,
That's a surprise.
yeah, yeah, true fact. I don't know. I know you need an answer, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, while you think about it, 8 inches. What's your thoughts?
Mm, um, wait, what? Wait, run that back.
So, is it wrong to date? Do you think, your opinion, do you think it's wrong to date your sibling?
Mm, I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, I hear you. Um, that's a little cringy. It's a little weird.
I
It's a
mean,
little
I kind of, I
awkward.
mean, I kind of bumped into one. She was a cousin of a cousin of a cousin. I say maybe like what you guys say called third cousins or whatever. Um, yeah, I didn't know at the time, but yeah, I used to see her, and then I went when one day came up to the house and her dad used to be my basketball coach, and and I was like, hey, what's happening? Then I seen the mom. The mom looked very familiar, and she was like, you look familiar. I was like, oh yeah, I play basketball. She's like, asking about my mom and everything. "Oh snap, we are all cousins." And I'm like, "Oh shit,
Oh, sorry.
oh shit." I was like, and then I see my cousin come out, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I done did some things that I'm not exactly proud of." But hey,
But are you cousins by blood or cousins by marriage?
by marriage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you think, but do you think it's still wrong though?
In a way, since I knew, well, didn't know, nah. But if I knew, it would have been wrong.
So it's wrong. So you think it's wrong for a sibling to date? I mean, to date. So you think it's wrong for a person to date their sibling?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how I'm different. Everybody at work said that too. Well, except for one person, but most people said they think it's wrong.
Yeah, I
All
can see
right.
that.
All right, traveler. I want your answer now. You're gonna have to answer.
Hey, how many people in here? Like eight?
It's just three of us. You
I
see
should
how
agree.
it's just three of
That
us.
was a full house.
What for? Well,
Yeah.
it kind of is. We got Emmy, we got Traveler, and we got Mr. 8 Inch.
Wait, who's Emmy?
You know who Emmy is. Anyway,
So my answer would be no. I wouldn't do it. It's just too many ways I could go wrong.
well,
You know.
maybe not
So,
you doing it, but do you think it's wrong?
yeah, I think it's wrong, and I think it's morally wrong. So, but that's just one person's opinion.
No, but it's
I'm talking
okay.
about me. Talking about me
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Your opinion.
Nah,
So your
nah.
opinion is
I
wrong.
got a homeboy that is basically married to his third cousin over. They got a whole family.
Mm, wow.
Yeah, but are they
With the
blood?
highest. Oh no, no, they're not blood,
Oh, okay.
but like they still like cousins, like and he done got a whole family with.
Okay. So what about this then?
They got like 6 kids.
Is it wrong to date your step sibling?
Woo. Yeah, I think you're playing with fire with that one.
Okay, I mean I've never had a step sibling, but it all depends.
Wait a minute. So it's wrong to date your sibling.
It all depends how she look.
Oh man.
Whoa, hold up, whoa, wait a minute now. Now we got to go back to the original question.
Yep, she gonna be like, "What you doing, step bro?"
Hold up, wait a minute. So, Mr. 8 Inch, uh,
Wait, who?
so are you really 8 inches? That's one. That's question number one.
Nah, I just put that. I'm
Oh,
actually
okay.
like 13.
All right. So, okay. Anyway, so I want you to give me a celebrity that you think is fine as heck.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Mm. I mean, dang, there's so many. Oh, my God.
Just give me one. Just give me one that like you wish you if they gave you the option to have one day with her. You know,
Sydney
you
Sweeney.
yeah,
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney for
Sydney.
you.
Sydney freaking Sweeney. Oh yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. 8 inch. Who's yours? Oh, 8 inch. You got your mic muted. Dang.
Dang.
Dang. Okay. Well, darn. So, let's see. So, what about you, Mr. Traveler? Do
Okay.
you I'm gonna wait till 8 inches comes back to finish that question, but to go back to I guess the second question. So, do you think it's wrong to date your step sibling?
Yeah, as I said, morally, I think that's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. You think about family functions, family reunions. You know, you have to deal with the whole backlash as far as that goes. I mean, yeah, just on so many different levels. I personally think that's wrong, and I wouldn't do it.
Okay. So if one of your friends, a close friend, told you that, hey, um, I have this stepbrother or just or stepsister, whatever, and you saw that they were getting in a relationship, would you say anything to them about it, or would you?
I would try to give him the best homeboy advice that I could possibly give him, and keep it 100. That dude, you need to think about this, and I will use some of my same verbiage, that I just shared. That you got to think about family functions, family backlash, holidays, even picnics. I mean, just anything you could think of across the board. The fallout from something like that, and then you have to kind of be prepared for that. Mentally, you got to be strong to deal with the fallout. For making a move like that. I
Wow.
wouldn't do it.
Wow. See what I mean? See what I mean? It's like I said, I think I need to just change. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see here. I think I need to just go from being Emmy to hold on a sec. There we go. I think that's more appropriate.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Um,
Hell, I can't believe that. Mr. Traveler, you of all people, I'm just in shock to hear you say that.
well, I mean, we're for reasons. We're not going to get into any of the nitty gritty, coming from my personal stories, but that's it. I have been into that is not another log on the fire that I would need to be burning. That's not another fire in my backyard that I would want to have to go put out.
So let
I
me
mean,
so let me ask this. What if, not that I'm trying to convince you, I just want you to really think about it.
all
So
right.
what if this person is everything? What if she checked all your boxes and you checked all of hers?
No, as I said, I wouldn't want to deal with the backlash, with the fallout, as I've said.
Well,
Um,
I get
we
that.
I mean, we have a lot of people in our families that will probably understand and be supportive, but I think equally you will have a lot of people that will just tell you how terrible and wrong you are, and I believe, you probably would even get called out in church in front of the whole congregation. you know, Reverend, please pay for my cousin Mike. He's over here dating one of his family members. That's blasphemy. He's going to hell. So, I mean, yeah, I don't need that right now. I got a lot of little fires I'm trying to put out and keep out. I don't need another one popping up.
I get that.
So,
Less drama.
right, exactly. Less
Man,
drama.
me, I want it. I bring it. Bring it.
Dang.
I want someone to come at me and be like, that's wrong, right? I want someone to do that. I'll be like, oh yeah? Like, you think it's wrong. I don't. It ain't blood. I mean, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about not talking about you, Travis. I'm
Right,
talking
right,
about
right, right, right.
like if a family member came at me, I'd be like, hey, we're not blood, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel it's anything wrong. Um, so like I'm trying to think what the other question at work was that I asked that people are like. Again, it was a question where I was like, I can't believe I'm the only one that feels this way. So, would you date someone? I know one was like, "What's up with these questions?" Well, look, it really is something I wonder about. So, how
Yeah.
would you date someone that's a product of incest?
Okay, you might have to slightly reword that. Would I date someone that is a product of incest?
Yeah, like let's say their mom and their dad or sister and brother. Would you date them?
Okay, wait a minute. I got to think about that. you're saying because evidently I'm in caveman mode right now with my way of thinking, and my knuckles are dragging, and I'm not catching on.
So let's say you
Okay.
meet a girl. Let's just say her name's Jessica.
Okay.
If Jessica's mom and dad were sister and brother, if like let's say you met her and she said, "Hey, just want you to know my parents are sister and brother." I mean, I hate to say it like that. I mean, maybe she gonna say it like that, but let's just say she did.
Okay.
Let's just say y'all spent some time together, dealt with each other for a while, and then all of a sudden you decided to be in a relationship. She said, "I just want you to know that my mom and dad are related. They don't have to be sister and brother. They can just be first cousins or
Right,
maybe
but they're related.
they're
Okay.
related." So do you think you would still date that person?
Yeah, I would say my answer would be yeah, because one, let's see. That's got nothing to do with her. She didn't ask to be born into this world, didn't ask to be born into their crazy, kooky, goofy relationship. That's got nothing to do with her. I don't see what the harm would be in dating her, even though she's a product of incest, as you said. I mean, that's not
Okay,
her fault. That's
but
that's that's not her fault. So I
then
mean,
there's a follow up to that.
okay.
Would you consider having kids with her?
As crazy as this may sound, if we can go to the doctors and get her checked out medically to make sure our kids are going to have any type of, um, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for?
Issues,
Issues, birth defects, and so on.
deformities,
And she's got. You said what?
deformities.
Yeah, and she's got all the boxes are checked. There's green light across the board. Then yeah, let's do this. Let's start a family. Yeah, let's build a foundation. Let's do this.
Okay, so what if you took her to the doctors and they're like, yeah, well, because she has this,
Chromosomes, I guess, or
chromosomes, there's a high chance that you could have a child with this defect or that defect, or like, then what?
well, I guess we're going to the damn Ukraine to adopt a child. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, no, but in all seriousness, yeah, I wouldn't want to take that chance and bring a child into this world and it have deformities and birth defects. Yeah, that would be hard to live with. I couldn't imagine people that haven't gone through this scenario that you're talking about, you know, um, that have a child or children with severe birth defects. I couldn't imagine. That takes some unimaginable strength, in my opinion. That person, that child, needs round the clock care. You don't know if you're going to be able to get them to be better, whether, from the doctor's help or, you know, uh, love and caring within the household to try to make them better, to have some type of normal life. I don't think I've got that kind of strength. I really don't.
Not that
Kudos to people who have the strength to do that and have done it.
not that
Mad
I'm
respect to them.
against, people who have deformities or birth defects, I'm not, because none of us are perfect.
Right.
I mean, I got my flaws, so this is
Okay.
this question is not geared at all towards, like, trying to put down people that might have any kind of issues.
Right.
It's
Right.
not, you know, it just shocked me at work how people were like gung ho about it. Like, they were like,
Chicken
they
Control, I'm
were,
back.
all right, welcome back, 8 inch. It just shocked me that everybody was just like, oh yeah, I mean, I would totally have kids with them.
Wow.
I didn't even think
Yeah.
about it. It is like, okay,
Oh, no,
so
I feel
Mr.
like
8 inch, the question is, for the first question is two parts. The first question is, would you date someone that's a product of incest?
Okay.
8 inch, you still with us?
I was going to say I hope he can come back and continue no, I'm seriously and continue this because as we talked before the show started, I was having some technical difficulties
Uh-oh.
and they're about to manifest.
Oh no.
So
Dang.
yeah, and that's going to whether I can, log off, and join you guys back in a few, hopefully. But as we talked about, I got to remedy this.
Okay, got you.
Before it ends up biting me in my ass. So hopefully he'll
Okay,
come back on. You continue this, and then I can get back with you guys in a short
got
time. I
you.
hope.
Got you. Just come back. I mean, if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. Just different. Yeah, this was a blast. Look forward to doing it with you again very soon. If not again, in a short while tonight. Have fun. Yeah, man. I hope we can do this again, and bring your other friend aboard.
All right,
So
we'll do. All right, I hope you're able
yeah,
to remedy that situation.
yeah, me too. I'll let you know shortly.
Okay, got you.
All right. Okay, love. Later, guys.